One hand for the man and one hand for the tool. Hello my friends, welcome. The idea of this video was not to give you a class on how to cut trees. This is quite a very special art. Nevertheless, it's a nice opportunity for opening this video about the ladders. So the market is offering a wide range of ladders. I'll show you in this video the different types I have, which are covering almost all the models, enabling you to choose which is the most suitable ladders for your own needs. Let's go. So I'm here sitting on the big ladder made out of wood. This ladder is more than 30 years old, very reliable. And I use it, for instance, if I'm doing electricity on the ceiling, or if I'm making painting works on very high ceiling rooms. So the little problem is that it's quite heavy and not very easy to move. So I have another ladder here. This is an aluminum ladder, so this is much lighter. And there's a thing here for putting your painting. And also here a little box where you can put tools or screws which won't fall down because they're inside. And my last one here is the little ladder, very useful, also reasonably heavy. This one is out of iron. It has big steps, so very easy to walk on. It's very solid. And you will need two of these ladders, for instance, if you are installing or fixing curtain rods. For the second part of this video, I went back to town for showing you the ladders I have here. Of course, I'm already missing the barn, and for instance, you saw that the fireplace was working at the beginning of the video, and this gives me the opportunity for letting you know that I made a video about how to make a fire outside. Here I have three different types of ladders. This ladder here, which was part of a big ladder. Then this ladder, which I inherited from my mother-in-law, and this small ladder, which is very convenient for storage, especially if you don't have so much space. And here is my cat Caillou, the superstar, coming up. She loves the ladders. So let's see if the second one will follow. So it's worth spending some time on this type of ladder. As I said, the big advantage of this ladder is the storage place. And if you want to open it, it's really straightforward. You just pull the first one up, second one, etc. And I have to say that for the small size of storage, it is quite a good ratio, space and height. So it's quite stable. The only reservation I have is when you are using it when it's less vertical, which may happen from time to time. For closing, it's quite straightforward. You put it vertical, then you unlock this security system, and then it's closing everything automatically. So about this ladder, nothing much to tell, except that there's a direction, so you have to put them this way so that the stairs are horizontal. If it's in the wrong direction, you see that it's not well fitting here. But the big advantage of these aluminum ladders is that they are very light and very rigid, so it's a good type. And as I said, this ladder is coming from a set of several ladders, probably 2 or 3, which is recognizable here on the bottom. I have to say that I'm using ladders almost all the time, so this is really a very, very common tool. and I propose you to have a look at some examples of videos in which I used the ladders. Let's go. In case you want to buy a ladder, my first recommendation is this here, model number 2. This is made out of aluminium, it's very light, it's very stable. This one is around 1.90 m length when folded, and you can also try to find if you have a model where there is this little plate in front, useful for putting tools or paint, and as well this higher placement where you can put some screws or tools. If you're living in a flat and you don't have much storage room, I recommend this model number 4. It has an excellent ratio in terms of height and storage, and you can also use it for smaller distances, which is very often the case. As a conclusion, this ladder number 4 is an excellent solution in case you have limitations in storage space. Last but not least, in case you have a garden or if you have high ceilings, I warmly recommend the high ladder. So this here is the model number 1, which you can put also as a big step ladder. Of course, I recommend you to take the aluminium version like shown in the model number 5, and it's not by chance that the professionals are extensively using this type of ladder. Very important for the big ladder, make sure that you have a model where you can use it as a big step ladder. Myself, I'm using it, let's say 60% at least in this shape. So make sure that you have the step ladder option for the big ladder. That's it, my friends. Now you know everything about ladders. Here, by the way, I'm standing on a ladder with 2 parts. I can add an additional here, so I can go even higher. And now I invite you to join my video about the safety instructions. This is a very important video. Falls from ladders is one of the main sources of accidents of do-it-yourself. So please watch this video very carefully.